right, it's April 2nd, 2024. Got my dog doing the video for me. Every dog has its day. I can't stand, here's April 1st was yesterday, April Fool's Day. There's a lot of talk yesterday about how April 1st is really the first day of the year. It's the true first day of the year. And we've been deceived through all this, overlay of Matrix, vampires, trying to tell us what the calendar is, changing the calendar around and dates and all that stuff. But a lot of people said I saw going around yesterday, April 1st is the true first day of the year. It's the new year on April 1st. Franny. So you got that thinking, but my thinking is, okay, so you got September 7, October 8, November 9, December 10. So if you count back, wouldn't that make March the first month out of the year? Who knows? I mean, everything gets topsy-turvy, messed around, and all that stuff. All I know is that spring is like kind of the beginning of the year. It's a rebirth. And we had the equinox. If you go by the sun, the equinox was, March 19th? March 19th. And so it was, what she's doing. She's going to hit the stop button is what she's going to do. So, that was kind of the beginning. And you kind of saw some things starting to occur. A lot of things starting to awaken. The crypto market starting to awaken. Gold, silver starting to move up. Things, entering a blossoming period possibly. So, yeah, we'll see. I saw that, do I want to get into current events? I want to talk about the year a little bit more. Do you ever notice, something else I saw? Turtle shell. I guess I never realized the turtle shell and the significance of it. But if you look at a turtle shell, I guess this is true. I don't know. I don't hang around with a lot of turtles. Worked with a lot of turtles. But the shell, apparently, on the outer rim of it, it has, let's start in the middle. So in the middle, you've got like patches, they got like little blocks, what do you call it? Little segmentations on the top of the shell, and there's 13 of them. But you can kind of go in a counterclockwise, count them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 down the middle. And that's supposed to represent 13 lunar months, so moon to moon. It's like 28 days, something like that. So that's a year. And then you have, on the outside of it, you got 28 like little segmentations on the outside of the turtle shell. So it's like 28 days and 13 months, and that's a year, and I guess that comes up to 364. And then I guess you got an extra day, a day of forgiving and thankfulness, whatever it may be. I don't know when that extra day would be, where you insert that at. And it's just interesting to me that it can be that accurate. Because I think we're more naturally kind of on the monthly cycle, especially females sometimes, on that lunar cycle. I think that's more of a natural thing. And I think when they made the calendar and they've got, this month has 28 days, this month has 30 days, this month has 31, it kind of messes you up a little bit, It's not really in a cycle anymore. But if you're on the moon phases, the moon cycle, that's that seems to be more accurate to me, more in line with frequencies and life. And then, of course, the sun, you've got your 4 different seasons. And like I talked about before, you've got that equinox period to where dark and light match. You had the darkness before, that troughed out at the winter solstice. Coming into the equinox, you got equal days, and now we've got days gradually increasing, more light. And then I look at the grass, and that's why it's so freaking green right now. It needs to be mowed because, all that sun energy, all that warmth. So, anyway, here we are. All right, crypto market, let's get into that a little bit. I saw something today about the Argentine Presidente or Prime Minister, El Presidente, whatever his name is, or whatever his title is, Milieu, with the freaky, crazy hair. All right, so everybody thought, this guy's a big reformer, and then he's, wailing at the Wailing Wall, and Lebanon, Israel, and all that stuff, even though Israel likes to throw a bunch of bombs at innocent people. Oh, let's get controversial. Yeah. And who funds them? Oh, yeah. All the trillions that we create. Yeah, the big war machine. Anyway, I want to get on that tangent. There's a difference between the state of Israel and the people of Israel, the tribe. And then even the people of Israel, the tribe. Anyway, it's all convoluted. So, you got this Milieu character. I don't even know what his first name is. You know, but he comes into office, this big game changer and all these things. And it turns out, well, maybe he's got some connections to establishment type things that we didn't expect. Well, now he's completely not even embracing Bitcoin. You know, so if somebody's all about freedom, they're going to talk about crypto and how empowering that is. And, you know, the whole idea that it allows you to get outside the banking system, peer-to-peer transaction, no intermediary, digital cash, no financial institution, no government in the way, you know, Satoshi white paper stuff. You can go check out the Satoshi white paper, or also known as the Litecoin white paper, on my website, clintwestwood.net. And there's a, you know, it's got a link to it, and it's got the PDF. You can download it, you can print it, read it, whatever. Just back it up, put it somewhere else, put it on your website. You know, put it somewhere to where it's out there. Everybody needs to read it. But the most important part of it is the abstract right at the beginning. You know, that's exactly what it talks about. It's a peer-to-peer, electronic, digital cash currency that is able to be traded, given, sent anywhere in the world 24/7, outside of a financial institution, no government, that kind of thing. And Milieu in Argentina, the big reformer, is not for that. So it must mean he's for the banks, you know, logically thinking. And you've got people complaining down there. You've got the Strike app, which is saying, "Oh, well, you know, I guess we can't operate down here anymore." And there are people now talking about how, hey, the Strike app, it's really just basically a glorified bank, you know, that uses the Lightning Network. And so what you're seeing now is the narrative of the Lightning Network completely fall on its face. The one thing that everybody who thought Bitcoin was the savior to everything, all the world's problems, everybody can use it, everybody can be free, lie, no, because there are bottlenecks in it. And they said, oh yeah, it's slow, the transactions are slow, and we don't want to, you know, this is the whole big block debate, you know, with Roger Ver, Bitcoin Cash, you know, and the whole reason that it forked and why you have multiple Bitcoins now is because you've got one group that says, no, leave it as it is. It's a store of value. That's all it's ever going to be. Okay, that's fine. But as a store of value, it will become like gold, and it will be difficult to get it, to move it anywhere without being a big target. You won't, it'll just sit in a warehouse, basically. And people will count how much gold they have in a ledger, like central banks do right now. They don't move the gold around. And when they do, they usually get invaded. If they say, hey, I want my gold. Oh, F you, you're not getting your gold. We're going to blow you up. It sits in a central bank on a ledger, and they just trade it back and forth on paper. That's what Bitcoin's going to become. It's already becoming that. People don't want to use it. People don't want to use it on day-to-day transactions. They don't want to use it as freedom money. They want to lock it up. Lock it up! And that's what they're doing. And the ETF just locks it up even more. Even more. Makes it more difficult to use. And if you can even use it freely, you can use it in their custodial situation, and they're, you know, it's just like having money in the bank. They'll let you use it as long as they want to let you use it. But once you put it in there, it's their money. Try taking cash out of a bank. Once you put it in, this is on the books, you become basically a shareholder of the bank. You know, you are going to get your money stolen. Derivative holders are higher in line, thanks to Congress, you know, passing that, I don't know, 20 years ago now. I don't even know when it was. Maybe it was after. I think it was. Anyway, doesn't matter. Put your money in the bank, it's no longer yours. They can give it to you if they want, but what they would like you to do is just transact in their system. Here's a debit card. You don't need to take cash out, anything physical. Not that that's worth anything, but it's better than having digital credits, you know, on a screen that they can control and cut off at any point. So you kind of already have a CBDC. We're just like that close. Just got to get rid of the cash. All right, so that's what Bitcoin's going to become. Yes, deposit your Bitcoin. Put your Bitcoin in here and price go up. And you can spend it if you want to, but we're not going to give you the Bitcoin back. We'll give you, like they do now, we'll write you a cashier's check. You don't need to take possession of it. You don't need to carry that around, have the burden. We got that. We got your back. Got their hands on your shoulders right behind you. I got your back. Oh, yeah. So that's kind of what they want to do, and that's what I see coming. And if you put your money in the ETF, you think the ETF's a great thing, and you believe Michael Saylor, you believe all these people that don't have your best interests in mind, all they're doing is protecting a have system versus a have-not system, kind of like what we have now. That's all they're doing. And you've got Lightning Network is the big promise that, well, Bitcoin is slow. Yeah, we know that. But, you can use Lightning Network. Use Lightning Network to transact. Well, you see what happens to Lightning Network in Argentina. They got shut down. Strike shuts it down. Just because, they're just nothing but a bank. That's all they are. And you got your Bitcoin sitting in there, and you think you're transferring it really fast, but it's not on the Bitcoin blockchain. It's on this other layer on top of it that they've superimposed to make you think that you're using Bitcoin, and you're really not using Bitcoin. They're holding the Bitcoin. And they'll shut off the Bitcoin, which is what they've done. So, but you can get around all this stuff by using a peer-to-peer transaction. So, if you want to use Bitcoin in Argentina, you can still do that. Alas, me laddie. And this is the problem. Everybody, once they realize that governments, they're like, hey, we'll shut down all this Lightning stuff, all this, layer 2 stuff, and maybe patents will shut that down. Now you can use your Bitcoin, but you gotta be on the blockchain, or you can deposit it up here with BlackRock. But guess what? Once you start using your Bitcoin, oh my goodness, all you maximalists find out very quickly that this isn't very fun to use. This takes a long time. And man, the fees are kind of high sometimes. Is there anything better? Oh, wait, there's this Litecoin thing that's been running for over 12 years nonstop. That's processing transactions, whether it's $1 million or $1, for under a penny a transaction. Send as much as you want. Always been working. It's liquid. It's everywhere. Every ATM, every exchange. And it's got a finite supply, only 4 times as many as Bitcoin. Wow, so that's kind of scarce. Huh. Bitcoin's what now? 65,000? What? 70? What? 73? 65,000 now. And Litecoin's what? It was $80. Now it's 90. Now it's 100. Okay, it's like 105, 110 bucks today. And there's only 4 times as many. So if you get a 64,000, let's say, Bitcoin, shouldn't it be $16,000 for a Litecoin? Since it's 4-to-1 ratio and does all the same things except better? No, it's only 105 bucks. Really? And I can use it. It doesn't cost me much to use it. Small fees. Yeah. See, people wake up at some point and they realize Bitcoin doesn't work as you think it works. And it's fine to listen to the narratives that, oh my gosh, this is, oh yeah, store value. Yeah, well, it depends where you're storing it. But to actually use it as money doesn't work. And everybody realizes it, and that's why so many people have found Litecoin. A lot of people, me, started out with Bitcoin, like, okay, this is cool. Next thing you know, oh, this isn't so cool. As more people use it, this becomes unusable. But guess what? If you have $1 billion worth, hundreds of millions of dollars worth of Bitcoin, you don't care. You don't care if the transaction fee goes to $1,000 and it's slow to get done, it takes all day. You don't care. Doesn't matter. You're moving that kind of money. It's better than a wire, bank wire. It's better than all the other things we use. Hey, we're good with that. But that's not good for you. That's not good for the little guy. It's not good for the have-nots. Because you got $1,000 worth of Bitcoin sitting there at $100 a transaction. If you're lucky in the future, it'll be $1,000 for a transaction at some point. And so you think you got $1,000 worth of Bitcoin. Okay, you go and try and move it, and it's going to cost you $1,000 to move it. It's kind of like moving tokens on the Ethereum blockchain right now. You buy $100 worth of something, think, oh, yeah, I'm going to gamble, throw it out there. Oh, you try and sell it. It's $500 now. I want to sell it. Well, it's $100 for the gas fee. What? 20%? That's crazy. But that's what's going to happen with Bitcoin. So you might want to look into Litecoin. Just saying, before it's too late. Things are changing, and things that have real value are going to make a difference in this world, are going to mean something. Everything is going to go to its actual use case value, what it's worth. What's it worth to be able to spend your money anywhere you want, any time of the day, 365 days a year, 366 days on a leap year like this year, unencumbered, money that you have in your possession, that you control, digital cash, outside of a financial institution, outside of a government. You can send to anybody you want. What's that worth to you? Oh, for under a penny. Much as you want, for under a penny a transaction. Oh, and then, you'll have a mobile wallet where you can click a little toggle and it'll say, use MWeb, which means you can send it. There's no return address. It's just like taking cash in an envelope and saying, here. That's optional. You don't have to do that, but you can, and that's a good thing. So, everybody will wake up at some point. You'll all see what Litecoin's all about, what I've been preaching about, because it is what it is. I mean, it's been obvious to me. It's just, when's everybody going to catch up? When y'all going to realize this? Oh, when you start not being able to use your Bitcoin. Oh, when you realize, Lightning Layer 2 really doesn't function like I've been told. Now what do I do? Well, thank God there's Litecoin out there for you. It's been waiting. Sound money for the digital age. You'll realize that. All of you will see that, understand that very soon. All right. Hope you have a wonderful day. It's Tuesday, April 2nd, 2024. You better trust your instincts. You better trust your gut and quit listening to narratives, because these narratives are not helping you. They're not. You got to quit worrying about fitting in with the in crowd and being cool and joining cults of personality. You got to start looking at yourself. You're the one that you should be following, not these other clowns, because there's a lot of clowns out there. No shortage of clowns in this big circus. It's a big tent, and you're in it. You might want to get out of it. All right. Vampire Casino, same thing. You're in it. Get out of it. Find a way out of it. Litecoin, sound money for the digital age. Look at it. Research it if you haven't. All right. Trust yourself. Love you all. Have a wonderful Tuesday. Thanks for watching.